What's up, everybody? Okay, we did some work on El Blanco Grande tonight. Me and Matt hanging around. Okay, Matt's going to drive the one of 11 in the world 1938 Packards right now to get his driving impression of the front end. We're going to put it on the lift tomorrow, and we're going to get this dialed in. We got a dude next door that can machine anything we need. We cannot get parts for this car. So we're going to have a mate. So we're going to get it up on the lift tomorrow, figure out exactly what's going on, and then we'll see. But he's going to take a little rip in it right now and watch. Ow!
Sorry about that, Jim.
Cut, Joe. You can cut that out.
No, leave that in, Joe.
No, don't. But there it is. You guys have seen this before. I have had this car literally forever. But the thing is you cannot get parts for this car. You just can't get them. You got to leave that light on.
I know.
Leave that light on. So we're going to make some parts for it. And you guys can follow through with this, but I want Matt to drive it so he gets an idea of just exactly how squirrely it is. I mean, if you look around, it's a beautiful car. It's gorgeous. But you can't drive it. The thing will put you in a ditch. So Matt's going to be really, really, really careful. And the one reason why we're having Matt take a test drive in it is because backing it up, you cannot see out of this car. It's got these little fenders on these dual side mounts here. You can't see anything, and we got to go. We got to go in that door right there. So I'm just going to have him drive it up the road and turn it around and give it a little rip and see what he thinks. Give me that camera.
Lights. We got lights.
There you go.
I'm going to cut them off till we get it started.
Yeah. You look like Hitler in that car.
I was thinking more like
The Great Gatsby.
Prince
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Prince Albert in the can.
That's right, Prince Albert in the can. That's got to hurt.
Look like a kitten. Hurt. Come on, Jim, jump in.
No, I'm just going to film you going up the road and back down the road. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
What a beautiful car. Not my era, not my time, but it's just a gorgeous car. Let Matt have his fun. Take a little ride in it. That's not Matt. That's somebody else. No, that's not Matt either. No. That's not Matt either. Keep going, people. Everybody thinks there's a dead dog on the side of the road. It's just me. Here he comes. Dun 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 dun.
Blow the horn?
No, you did before.
No, you hear me blow the horn down there?
I
Somebody
did.
just pulled out in front of me.
Yeah, I know.
How dare you pull out in front of President Lincoln?
I know. And I'm laying up there in the road doing video, and people are beeping at me like I'm a dead dog on the side of the road. It's like, keep moving, people. But anyway, there's Rick Northern's Packard. We're going to show you tomorrow what's going on. There's a wishbone in the front end that's just kind of whack.
Some old bushings and
Yeah.
bronze.
So we're going to get it. We're going to get it taken care of. But
Very rare
kind
car.
of, yeah,
Kind of
kind
cool.
of a cool car.
Yeah.
Like I said, not necessarily my thing, but it's a pretty cool car, and it is just absolutely stunning. My buddy Rick Harris painted this car, and you know that name Rick Harris because he's done all of my pinstriping and my shop trucks and so forth. Rick painted this car, and you know, for those of you that freak out over polyester body enhancer, they went through 36 gallons.
He told me that, yeah.
36 gallons of filler to do this car, to smooth it out. Let me show you something. Okay? This car is absolutely as straight as a freaking arrow. Look at, you see his reflection in that door? So there's Timmy, the mentally challenged cat. But I mean, this car is
mirror image.
It's a mirror image. This car is dead on straight. Look at Matt combing his beard in the. See this? This is a Packard duck, right there. Big neck duck.
That duck should have warned them people to pull that.
I know, but they're beeping at me like, whatever. Stop. So, I know this isn't the kind of thing we normally show here on the channel, but I don't care who you are. If you appreciate automotive history, this is some automotive history right here. This car is just slicker than bat shit.
And that motor is just like purring like.
It's got a big straight 8. It's
Straight
dead quiet. It's
a straight 8.
Hang on one second. Here, go ahead and hold this.
Pop that hood
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Like brand new in here.
Look at that motor. Now it's dusty. It's been sitting around.
Check out that tag right
That's, you know what? They used to use these engines in World War II. Come over this side. This is the engine that won WW2, the big one. Okay? I'm kidding. They never put this engine in an airplane because it would stall and they would die. But, I mean, this is... It's a great motor.
Why would they put that? My stepdad told me they put that motor in your Corvair and the Vietnam helicopter.
Yes, that's an airplane motor.
Helicopters and airplanes.
Yep. But I mean, just like I said, it's just a great car. I'm honored to actually be able to work on it. I'm honored that Rick chose us. This car is literally one of 11 left in the world, not the country, not Canada, not anywhere. It's one of 11. This is what's called a, I have to check with Rick, it's a rumble seat coupe, convertible, Isti Mundus Furibundus. I'm not exactly sure, but
bad MFer.
It's a bad MFer. And we'll show you tomorrow. We'll take a little more video of it. This pops open, and it's a rumble seat. So take your kids, freeze them to death on the way to grandma's. You sit in here, and this folds down. Let me do this here. I'm going to try and break some stuff here that we can't replace.
One of 11, 7.
This is where you put your luggage. Your luggage. When you're going to Grossinger's in upstate New York, this is where you put your steamer trunk.
Canadian?
Goes right here, Canada. It's very close, upstate New York. But then if you need to get in the car, and it's especially cool with these old 40s chicks wearing pencil skirts and stuff like that. They one leg right here, and then they step up onto here, and then they get in a rumble seat. You know what? I'm going to show you right now because that's how I roll. It's got a little super cover here. Pretty amazing.
Because America?
Because, well, here's the thing. I don't actually know where it is, but there's a thing in here that pops that open, and you can sit in the trunk and ride in the trunk all the way over the
So
river
that-
and through the woods. To grandmother's house we go. You've all heard that song. This is right
I
here
wrote that song after this car.
after this car.
You know, I kind of, when I see this car, I think of, I'm not the pappy. I'm the pappy, what's that movie?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking
I'm the
about.
pappy of that boy.
Ow.
The warden trying to figure out who impregnated his daughter.
Oh, yeah. Fear not, my brother, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something like that. My brother's keeper, or
Yeah.
my brother's other mother.
I feel
something
like
that.
the warden pulled up in this.
But this is
Like a dream.
yeah. But this is back in the day they called this SAS, and what SAS stood for was slick ass
Slicker than a.
dolphin's forehead.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go.
But we'll get into this a little bit more with you tomorrow, and show you how we can maybe open the rumble seat and probably clean it up a little bit more, and we'll get the steering straightened out, and we'll send this back on home to Rick, because honestly, I don't care to have this at my shop.
I'm nervous to drive it.
Yeah, but you were doing some burnouts up there with
no,
it.
I was not.
No? Okay.
That was the
The people that almost
gymnastics
yeah.
girls' dads.
It's like, what are you doing laying in the road? I'm shooting a video. You know, we're near Nashville. You should be used to people doing videos. But there it is. The cool thing about this car is, like I said, it's one of 11 left in the world, not just the country. Twin side mounts. It's just a super, super cool piece of history. And the side mounts, okay, you get a flat tire. Take you an hour and 45 minutes to change a tire. And it's got 2 spare tires. So where exactly are people driving? They're driving in some pretty ugly territory if you got to have 2 spare tires.
well, I think it's got something to do with moonshine.
It might. It might.
Super clean car.
So-
I love
yeah.
this car. Even though it's
So-
hard to drive, but
It's really hard to drive. And it's scary to drive, because back in the day, if you smashed it up, okay, whatever. It's a Packard. It says right on it, Packard.
Super 8.
Packard.
That's-
Supper.
that's
I think
gold
it's
leaf.
Supper. It is gold leaf, but they disguised it and made it silver,
I understand.
because they don't want the Illuminati to take stuff.
The CIA.
This is
hard on
the-
that Super 8.
This is the turbo inflactuator,
The
which
turbo inflactuator.
yes, that gives this car all its power, super power. And there is the 8-barrel carburetor.
8 barrel.
But it has the turbo inflactuator, the multi-flatulence air filtration device, and hoses. It has hoses.
Look at the spot that Austin missed. Austin!
Austin! He missed a lot. Austin came to me today and he goes, I'm not washing that car. I'm like, excuse me? Oh, I don't want to scratch it. I'm like, well, okay. It's only paint. You know, it's and then he scratched it, so we had to kill him.
No, he didn't.
No, we didn't really.
He missed a few spots, but he.
There are moments that we'd like to, but
Yeah, for sure.
he's
That's my boy.
Austin's my
Should
boy.
I be Austin right now and Fam Timmy?
Go ahead, Timmy.
Timmy. My boy
Come here,
Timmy.
Timmy. Otherwise, his name would be Tammy, but it's Timmy. He's a great cat. Out of all the cats we had, this is what survived. It's like, wow, okay. You know, he's Timmy is. I got to say, he dove into the shallow end of the gene pool. He is actually not that sharp, but he's a cool cat. We like orange cats.
I'm in the process of training him to poop outside.
Yeah, he doesn't get it. We open the garage door in the morning, he comes running inside and poops inside. like right in the middle of the floor. Huh, Timmy? Timmy.
It's alright.
He's a good boy.
He is.
We love him.
I love him.
He's kind of a pain in the butt, but
He really looks good on camera.
he does. He's a
He looks
good-looking
dusty
cat.
in your hands.
Well, he is
But on
dusty.
camera,
He is
looks
dusty.
like golden.